You knew this whole time, didn't you?
I was trying to protect you.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you a new video generation model, MiniMax H3, a free, open-sourced, and censored model, the one that has real potential to compete with seedance. We have all suffered from seedance for too long because of its censorship and arbitrarily degraded performance. The biggest problem when MiniMax first came out was speed. Too slow for local running, but with the H3 accelerating LoRA, the problem has been solved. To use this new MiniMax H3 model to generate videos locally, you need to have ComfyUI installed on your local PC and run the workflow I provided. You can check my previous video on how to install ComfyUI if you want to install it yourself. In this video, I will show how to use a speed-up LoRA made by H3 team, and sage attention to speed up the generation process with a minimum VRAM of 8 GB, and how to use the prompt enhancement skill to help you write the prompt. Don't worry if you are new to this ComfyUI. There will be an all-in-one ComfyUI package I made where I have set up everything needed to run this model and workflow. All you need to do is download the package, unzip it, and run the workflow. If you don't have a powerful local GPU, you can try the online cloud version. I will also provide resource links. Let's start with the basic usage of the workflow. After installing ComfyUI or unzipping the package I made, you will see something like this: a ComfyUI Windows portable directory. Enter it. Start ComfyUI by double-clicking this Run NVIDIA GPU.bat file. Click Run. A command line window will show you that a ComfyUI is starting. Wait for a while. A web page will pop open, and you will see a canvas like this. This is the working area of ComfyUI. If you have used ComfyUI before, remember to update ComfyUI to the latest version, and then download the workflow I provided and open it in ComfyUI. You can open the workflow JSON file from the menu like this. Click here. Find the workflow JSON file, click Open, or just drag this JSON file to this canvas. If you are not using my all-in-one package, most likely you will see some errors, like missing miles or missing custom nodes when you open the workflow. Follow the instruction in this note to download all the model files to the path shown in this note. The ComfyUI directory shown here means the directory under this ComfyUI Windows Portable here, and the models, VAE, LoRa's diffusion models, you can find it here, diffusion models, VAE, and testing coders, and install all missing custom nodes. After that, right-click and then reboot your ComfyUI. Make sure all the errors are gone, and then we could get into the workflow. As you can see here in the workflow, I have combined all 4 types of H3 workflows into one: text to video, image to video, first and last frame to video and a reference to video. Each one has its own switch at the bottom. You can click to enable or disable it, like this. Click, disable, and then click, enable. Now let's get into the details of the workflow. Text to video first. Unlike the official workflow, replace the diffusion model loader with the one from the KG node. Using this node, we can easily enable Sage Attention here, Sage Attention and FP16 accumulation. These two options will speed up the generation process by 40 to 50%. After that is a special H3 Sage Attention patch. This will also increase the speed by about 10%. But this Sage Attention patch node and this Sage Attention mode requires a special dependency, the Sage Attention wheel. If you're not using my package, you need to install it yourself. I will provide you the instruction link down below. After that is a 4-step and 8-step speed up LoRA. 4-step and 8-step. I cannot tell how much faster it will be when using this 4-step LoRA. Let's just give it a try and make a comparison to see it directly. Let's disable the LoRA first. Right-click and click bypass to disable it. Disable Sage Attention and FP16 accumulation. Let's disable all the speeding up technique. To make a basic reference, see how long it takes without all these tags. And then set up the video duration 5 seconds and the resolution. The resolution selector here, there's a chart showing what it means. A ratio of 16 to 9 with a megapixels of 0.4 means the output video size of A64 by 480. And the 32 here means to round the size to a multiple of 32. Fill in the prompt here. Let's just use a simple prompt. A swordsman is fighting a dragon. And make sure you have disabled all other workflows, or else you will run them all at once. And change the steps from 4 to the default 20 steps. Clear the models first for more precise comparison. Let's click clean up VRAM. OK, clean successful. And then click run. OK, the generation process is finished. It took about 382 seconds to generate a 5-second video with a resolution of A64 by 480 without any speeding up technique like LoRa's or Sage Attention. Now let's enable the Sage Attention to see how much the Sage Attention helps the speed. Right-click and bypass to enable this Sage Attention patch and enable FP16 and set the Sage Attention mode to auto to enable it. Fix the seed, the prompt, and other settings and the steps. Clear the VRAM first, and then click run. Oh, sorry. We should copy another save video node so we can compare the quality at the final step. Press Ctrl C and then click here. Press Ctrl Shift and B. It will add another video saving node with the line connected, and then clear the VRAM. Select this node and then right-click to queue only this output node, so we could leave the content of this node unchanged. Click. OK, now the generation process is finished. The result with Sage Attention and FP16 enabled is 284 seconds, 100 seconds faster. Let's take a look at the quality. Looks like the Sage Attention does not affect the quality much, right? I cannot tell the differences between these two video clips. Okay, next one. Let's enable the LoRA. Click bypass to enable it. First, let's use the 4-step, and then change the steps to 4. Yeah, that's how it works. Copy another node, and then Ctrl-Shift-B, keep all other settings unchanged, and then right-click to queue only this node. Now the generation process is finished. The one with 4-step LoRA and the Sage Attention enabled is 82 seconds, shocking me faster. But the quality seems a bit off, right? The quality, yeah, not that acceptable. Let's give the 8-step LoRA a try. This one, and then change the steps to 8. Control C and then Control Shift V. Cleared the VRAM. Okay, right click to execute this node. Okay, now the 8-step LoRA testing is finished. It took like 146 seconds. Still much faster than the original 382 and 284 seconds. And let's check the quality. Now the quality is much better. Let's compare it with the original one and the Sage Attention. Sync preview. The speed is faster, but as you can see, I don't think the quality is on par with these two, right? This one obviously is a bit less in quality. So from the testing, we could conclude that acceleration comes at the cost of quality. It's just a matter of degree and whether you can accept the loss of quality. So if you want the best quality, do not use any speed up LoRA at all. Just use the default 20 steps, or if you really want to use a speed up LoRA, try to increase the steps to find a best balance between speed and quality. Like increase the steps to 10 or 12. The quality will be much better. From my testing, the 8-step LoRA is much better than the 4-step LoRA. If speed is your first priority, you could try to use the 8-step LoRA. If you want the best quality, just use Sage Attention and FP16 accumulation. It is also much faster than the default. And this one up here, I forgot to tell you. This UniblockSwap low VRAM node is for those who don't have enough VRAM. Enable this node, you can run this workflow with just 8 GB of VRAM. Of course, using this node will require more RAM and virtual memory, because this node swaps the block from VRAM to RAM. So just be aware of this when you use this node. Okay, that's it for the text to video workflow. The next one is image to video. Let's enable it first and then disable this. You may have noticed the image to video workflow uses the same set of models and nodes as the text to video workflow right here. And yes, including the first and the last frame to video workflow, they all use this FL to VA int A version of the model. Only the reference to video uses another ref to VA model. These two models are the two main types of MiniMax H3 model you can see here. They also have different quantization versions, as shown in this page. The VF16, the int A convert, the pruned, the F16, and the FP scaled. If you are a newcomer, it is hard to choose, but I could give you one rule of thumb. Check the size of the model. The bigger the size, the better, but more demanding on hardware. Temperat int A version is the best option for consumer-level GPUs, so let's just stick to it. Go back to the workflow, image to video. As the name suggests, we will use a reference image as the starting point of the final video, so we get more control over the output. This is an image of a girl I generated from ChatGPT, not a real human. Let's use it as the first reference image and make her dance. This is the prompt I get from the prompt enhancement skill. We'll talk about that later. Change the duration to 15 seconds. Change the ratio to portrait. And here's the result. Sync preview. Quite amazing, right? With only one image, the model generates all the moves and the music. This is the one I use, the 4-step LoRA, and the result seems acceptable. not like the one we tested before, the dragon fight with the swordsman. But the face is not so perfect, especially when the character moves. This is due to the resolution. If you want a better quality, just increase the resolution. Higher resolution means a better result. Also, higher steps. Here's an example I made using the cloud version. This one, a 15-second video with 1 megapixel and 20 steps without the LoRA. See, the quality is much better, right? My local GPU is kind of slow for a 15-second video with 1 megapixels, so I generated on the cloud here with a more powerful GPU. So for faster testing, the rest of the tests I will switch to the cloud version of the workflow. The result is the same as local running. The next one is the first and the last frame to video. This one is similar to imaged video. It's just we added another image as the last frame reference image. Link this second image to the last frame, and the model will generate a transition video between these two images, like this. Still the same girl. Let's make her sit down on the ground, like this. Also generated from ChatGPT. And here's the result. Right? From the starting frame to the end frame, it's just this simple. This one I also use the 4-step LoRA. It seems when it comes to real human, the LoRA works better than just the fantasy like the dragon or swordsman. The last one is reference to video. This is the one I think that has the most potential to compete with seedance in production. It supports 9 reference images and 3 reference audios and videos, a total of 12 references. As shown on the official repo, 9 images, 3 clips of video, 2 to 15 seconds, 3 audio clips, 2 to 15 seconds, a total of 12. In this reference to video workflow, we could use another speed-up LoRA, the RAV2V version of the LoRA. Theoretically, you can still use the FL to VA4 or A-step LoRA here. The FL to VA and the RAV to VA model seems to based on the same model. It's just they are fine-tuned in different direction. You can even use the FL to VA model in reference to video workflow. It still works, but the character consistency will decrease. Here in this test example, I use a 4-view character image as the reference images. A big face for better visual details. You could generate this 4-view image using this workflow. Korea to quad view workflow. Just upload a reference image. This workflow will generate this kind of image for you. This is for better consistency. And the prompt here is a bit complicated. This is the standard MiniMax H3 prompt structure. Kind of deterrent, but no worries if you don't know how to write a prompt like this. This is where we bring in prompt enhancement skills. A skill, as the name suggests, is a set of professional operations and knowledge in a specific area, which you may not possess. More or less like a personal assistant, the skill. As in this example, if you don't know how to write a prompt, just send a simple prompt of what you want to the skill, and the skill will write the prompt for you, like this. Upload the reference image to reference image, the same as in the workflow, to this skill, and write a simple prompt. The goal from image 1 is holding the cat from image 2 walking down the street. Reference to video generation. Image 1 is the girl and the image 2 is the cat. It will give back to you the final polished prompt. This skill is built by the MiniMax H3 official team. Supports all kinds of tasks, like text to video, image to video, or reference to video. Just enter the things you want to generate in a simple sentence. If there are references like here, upload them together, and the skills will write the final prompt for you. So you can just copy the prompt to H3 workflow to generate videos. It's just this simple. And the installation and the usage of the skill is also easy and simple. Just use ChatGPT or Claude Code or other similar app that supports agent skills. If you haven't got them yet, go to their website and download and install it. Open the app. Here let me use ChatGPT as an example. For newcomers of skill, the simplest way to install a skill is to just ask ChatGPT to install it for you. Like this. First, get the link of the skill. This H3 prompt writing skill, released by MiniMax H3 official team. Get the link and then copy, and then go back to ChatGPT. Select codecs. Do not select ChatGPT. Select codecs, and then open a new chat. Type in install this skill and then paste the link of the skill. Wait a while, it will search and install it for you. The first time it failed. When I use GPT 5.6 Solar Light, and then I changed the model to Terra Medium, it succeed. This is only for newcomers. If you hate those technique installation guide, but if you like it, you could install the skills like this using MPX skill, this one. In order to use MPX, you need to install Node.js first. Just follow the guide and download the Windows installer, install Node.js first, and then you will be able to use this MPX skill. You could check this detailed guide for more information. I will leave this link in the comment below. After the skill installation, it will be available starting next turn. So you could just open a new chat and then /H3, choose the skills we just installed. And then you could start writing your simple prompt, just like we did before here. Quite easy and simple, right? Now you can generate prompts just like a professional. Apart from this main prompt writing skill, the MiniMax team also provide 8 other style-specific video generation skills. Each skill lives in its own folder with an installable skill, and they are focused on a specific area, like this one. Minimalist product ad generator, like you can see here. The one 3D animation, etc. You can check this page for more information and see what parts they are good at. To not make the video too long and tedious, I will not go through them this time. You can take a look if you have time or wait for my next video for deeper digging. I will cover those skills in future videos. Lastly, let me give you a short introduction of my all-in-one ComfyUI package. There are 2 packages based on the official portable version. I have added the common acceleration dependencies like siege attention, flash attention for speed, Llama CCP Python for local GGFs, LLM, and NVIDIA BFX for upscaling. You don't need to install these yourself. One package without any models. You need to install models and the custom nodes yourself. And another one includes all the models and the custom nodes to run the workflow mentioned. You could run the workflows right after unzipping this package. For now, it's free of charge, but I may add it to a patron gate in the future time, since it took too much time to create it. If you want efficiency, you could just download the package to save you the headache of setting up the local ComfyUI environment. And that's it for today's video. If you found this useful, considering subscribing. And if you're already experimenting with MiniMax H3, let me know in the comments of what you have discovered. Thanks for watching.